most of the messages I get from people, like from a lot of teenagers, are usually about pregnancy. But do you know that there is something worse than pregnancy if you have unprotected sex? It's not just all about pregnancy. There are several things that are worse than pregnancy if you have unprotected sex. Good day everyone, and welcome back to Nurses Lecturing YouTube channel. My name is Mercy Mary, popularly known as the Nurse with the Difference, and I make learning easy and accessible for all my viewers. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you things that are worse than pregnancy when you have unprotected sex. Because most teenagers I have seen, they are usually very worried. Oh, I had sex. I don't want to get pregnant. What should I take? Should I take this? Should I take that? But there is something worse than pregnancy that you have to take into consideration before you have unprotected sex. But before we go into details in today's class, if you are new on our YouTube channel, please click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification button so you don't miss out. For all my returning subscribers, this is Mercy Mary saying thank you. Let's go there. All right, welcome back. Like I earlier said, today I want to use a short video to enlighten the young ladies. Like I will always say at the beginning of every video when it comes to sex, abstinence is the key. Abstinence as a young lady is the key. I've noticed that most of the questions I get is about pregnancy. Nurse Mercy Mary, I just had sex. I don't want to get pregnant. Nurse Mercy Mary, I just had sex. I am pregnant. What should I do? Nurse Mercy Mary, yeah, everything is related to pregnancy. But they don't know that there's something worse than pregnancy. Something more detrimental than pregnancy. Pregnancy is for 9 months. Pregnancy, you can tackle pregnancy for 9 months. If you are pregnant, you want to keep the baby, fine. You can tackle it for 9 months. The baby comes out and you are happy. But if it is not pregnancy, there are other things that you should take note of. There is something I want you to take note of when having unprotected sex, and that is sexually transmitted disease. Sexually transmitted disease. See, I know the guy likes it, tells you, deceiving you. He likes it skin to skin, flesh to flesh, this to this, that to that. And you're like, I love him so much. Okay, before you even do something like that, why don't you both go for test? Let's find out if both parties are okay. Sexually transmitted disease is what young ladies should take into consideration. Sexually transmitted disease might be worse than pregnancy. We have a lot of sexually transmitted disease. It's not just HIV and AIDS that is popular. We have syphilis. We have gonorrhea. We have trichomoniasis. We have herpes. We have genital and pubic lice. We also have human papilloma virus. There are a lot of sexually transmitted diseases. So if peradventure you are having sex with a particular guy, you don't know if he's HIV free, you don't know if he has any viral infection, if he has any bacterial infection, you keep having sex with this particular guy. You come back home, for example, it's not HIV, now let's leave HIV outside. For example, it's not HIV, you come back home, you have series of inching, you have discharges, you have odor from the vagina. You keep wondering, oh, what is happening? There you go and treat for infection. You come back next week, you are back to the guy's place again, having sex with that particular guy. You come back, oh, you're having inching again. This keeps coming. You keep having vaginal infection. You keep having a bacterial infection, viral infection. I'm not talking about HIV. I'm not talking about gonorrhea, syphilis, hepatitis. I'm not even talking about those ones yet. So sexually transmitted diseases or infection is what we should be considering, is what we should take into consideration as young ladies before we start having sex. Just assuming having to live with HIV for the rest of your life. Yeah. We know that there are researches ongoing to provide cure for this HIV and AIDS, permanent cure for it. We know researches that keep ongoing every day. But just assume you have to live with it for the rest of your life because you are not careful. Because you had, it could be 1, 2, 3 unprotected sex. Just one sex can make you have HIV. So outside the pregnancy that most ladies are scared of, you also have to put at the back of your mind sexually transmitted disease. You don't just see anyone and go skin to skin or flesh to flesh. It is risky. For those that have done it, for those, let me say, for those of us, like I'm generalizing it, like general. For those of us, because we are all ladies, for those of us that have done it and have successfully passed that stage without having any of this, thank your stars. But you don't know what the next outcome is going to look like. You don't know what the next outcome is going to look like. You don't have to be scared of pregnancy alone. You have to be thinking about STD. Regular treating of bacterial infection, viral infection, it might make your body system get immune to these drugs. And to get to a time, a particular drugs will no longer work for you because you are constantly treating a particular infection. You are constantly treating yourself. So while you are thinking about pregnancy, please put in mind that, is this person I'm having raw sex with STD free? For your own good, it is better. Because I've had cases, people coming to meet me and the outcomes are not really nice. I feel for them. I try to take their position, but I try to be in their shoes and try to understand. I don't really know how to explain, but I feel for them. So I don't really want you to fall into that situation. That is why I am out here telling you it is better to have sex, unprotected sex. It is better to have protected sex. Avoid unprotected sex. It's not just all about pregnancy. It should also be about sexually transmitted diseases. That is why condoms are available. Thank you very much for watching this short video. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to share with a friend if you got value. For all my returning subscribers, this is Miss Mary saying thank you. Bye.